Hi everyone, I'm Honeywell. Welcome back to Surviving Mars. I said I was going to play ahead at the end of the last episode, and I did that. I didn't mean to play this far ahead, but that's just what type of game this is. It's one more day sort of thing. So it's been 22 days since you guys have seen the colony. When we left off, we had just recovered from our 2 disasters, and we had bare bones of 12 colonists still in our founder stage. When I looked at our chances of having children, there was only 1 male who wanted a child and 2 females. Everyone else was too uncomfortable. So I made the decision to kind of forego the chance of having a Martian-born, and said sorry about your luck to our hypochondriac who had a need for the infirmary, and I just shut this down to free up 2 workers from there. And we were only producing 10 food every 5 days, which is exactly what we were consuming, 2 food a day. But we didn't have enough food to staff, to supply both the diner and the grocer. So I demolished the grocer in order to have the food at the grocer moved over to the diner. And then I freed up 2 more workers over there, and we put them in our research lab. As soon as our founder period was up, I shipped in 12 new colonists who were not the best. But I just took what I could get, all of the people that had traits that I could tolerate, and I just went up to my specialization tree here and looked at the number of scientists, engineers, botanists, and geologists I had, and then opened up that many spots in their buildings. So 8 scientists. I opened up, it wasn't 8 scientists, it was probably like 4 scientists. So I just allowed 4 scientist spots. The same with the engineers. As I got engineers in, I opened up spots. The same with the biologists. And I did the same with the geologists. We had our founders and 2 shipments of colonists in. And by that point, on day 48, so like 10 days later, we had our first Martian born. They quickly grew out of their slots, and I had to destroy a house and put in the 2nd apartment building. And that's where we're at right now. For a period of time, some people were homeless while we were building the apartment. And you can look, we have a Martian-born sexy loner coward, and then we also have an alcoholic chronic condition Martian-born. And then we also have a good one, a nerd composed Martian-born. So I am wondering if because they were homeless when they grew up, if that's why some of my Martian-borns are absolutely terrible. Like, one's an alcoholic. They're bad. And the one who had a house seems to have been fine. So I'll be interested. I've never paid attention that close before to see how the traits work. My original intention was to put in a playground over here for the kids. But we didn't have the polys for that, so I just went ahead and put in like a regular little park. So that's the state of our dome here. People are comfortable enough to have kids after being homeless for a while. 6 children have been born. More will continue to be born. And if we go ahead and look at our traits again, or this time by age group, you'll see we're getting a big pile of middle-aged people. So we really need to work on getting a second dome up. We want to be able to filter out
vehicle battery low. Sector scan.
We want to be able to filter out any of our seniors and possibly our children. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. I still need to catch up. As soon as we were producing any machine parts, I put in a tunnel in order to access this area down here. Oh, I patched the game too, by the way, in the interim. We'll find out. It seems to be working fine. I haven't played with the patch yet. And they increased the number of tiles that you can scan. So that's nice. So I put in a tunnel, and as soon as I got the tunnel, I meant to stop playing and bring you guys back, but I couldn't help myself. I wanted to see what our breakthroughs were. So I sent the slacker out, and our first breakthrough was autonomous hubs. I've never had this before, but it seems nice. A little underwhelming. We just got these too. Researched the first breakthrough on day 53. So it took us, you guys left on like the 37, on day 37, and day 53, it took us that long to get this tunnel built and get down to start picking up these techs. What else did we get? I've never had this before. It's a rapid sleep. Colonists need to sleep for only 1 hour and regain extra sanity at night. I have no idea what it is, but let's look at some people. They seem to be getting a bigger well-rested bonus. Yeah, well-rested +7. So what I've done is I went around. I've just done this, so I don't know how this is going to impact them or not. I went around and I put all of the normal work shifts. I toggled the workload to heavy, and we're going to see how that, if they're able to, if that well-rested bonus is able to keep up with the heavy workload with their sanity. Our sanity is, average sanity is at 81 still. So we have another breakthrough. Good vibrations. Domes restore sanity to their inhabitants, every soul. This is another one that I've never had. So we're on our way to researching this, just to keep bringing up the sanity in the dome. Our other breakthroughs are plasma rocket. Again, a new breakthrough that I've never had. Rocket travel time to and from Earth reduced by 50%. I mean, that sounds nice, but it's not anything that we're interested in right now. Another breakthrough, colonists consume 25% less food. That is worthwhile because we're going to be going through a growing spurt. We also got core rare metals, and here's another one that I've never had before. Overcharge Amplifications. Amplify upgrades grant a bigger boost to production. Maybe, I guess we want to do that. But that's not something that we can we're gonna do right now. We need to set up a new dome, so I want the upgrade on the Moxie. We want to reduce our food costs so we don't have to go through a lot of water growing food. Then we want to get a poly factory and an electronics factory up. So that's where we're at with our research queue. I went through and we researched a lot of the social to improve our colonists, and I think I went pretty heavy getting some of these robotic breakthroughs. Yeah, okay, so we covered what I've been doing getting our tunnel. The first, so we had 2 more shipments of colonists. The first back to back. By the 3rd shuttle, we had 30 rare metals saved up, and I purchased a drone hub, a new transport since our transport was destroyed, and some supplies. That's all I had the money for. So that's what I got. This is our 2nd supply rocket, and knowing that we're going to need to build another dome and we still don't have access to groundwater, this has 3 moisture vaporators, and we're running low on electronics, so again, more electronics. Is that everything? Is that where we're at now? But here is the thing. Oh, we also had another 3 disasters. We had 3 or 4 disasters. Right now you can see we're in the middle of a dust storm. But before that we had a cold wave. Before that we had an electromagnetic storm. And I want to say we had another cold wave in there as well. So you can see how these are taking a toll on our water supply. Because the back-to-back disasters, and we're not producing that much water, so it takes a long time to refill these. So that's where we're at right now. We're in a kind of a crucial period here. We need to expand out into another dome. We need to do something about our water, but we also can't stop exploring the map. So we want to get a tunnel built over here in order to again get to access the research. That's the game changer. So the longer you put off doing that, the harder you're making it for yourself. You want to be able to conserve your resources, increase your production, that sort of thing. With that in mind, knowing that we were going to need to expand, I've never built a medium dome. It just didn't seem worthwhile to me, just because it took 80 metal and 25 polys. When you compare it to a basic dome is only 20 metal and 10 polys. The basic dome just seems like a better, like 2 basic domes is the same as a medium dome, and it seemed like a better value to me. But on the other hand, having all of those extra slots would really make like your like Martian University pretty efficient, like staffing all of your specializations. And I thought there'd be enough room to put up all of our engineering, our electronics factory, our polymer factory, maybe move our machine parts over here. So that seemed like a good idea at the time. But I'm looking at this and I'm not sure if we can afford this medium dome. It takes 30 power, which isn't a concern. We can just spam more wind turbines. But it takes 2 oxygen and 2 water. And it's the water that I'm really concerned about. Not to mention the 150 concrete that we do not have. We have 64 over here. I just was able to get our our rover back down here to start harvesting some concrete, so hopefully that won't be a problem soon. But we have a decision. Do we want to do a medium dome? Or do we want to just do a basic dome? Both of these, the important thing about this dome is that we want them to be able to intersect so we can get our elders out of this dome and move them over to another. I think we're just going to I think we're going to just say screw it and go with the medium dome. And hopefully that's not going to give us power and water issues. I have 3 moisture vaporators on the way, so that is... we need polymers. Let's just do it. What do you have? Unload that. We also want to make sure that we're not... we really need to make sure we keep our concrete production ramped up because a lot of these buildings take concrete to repair. I guess we'll just do a transport route with him so we can kind of forget him and then unload that there. Who is low on? You are. The way I do, the way I research the anomalies, I'll send the slacker out to the furthest one, start researching it, and then on his way home, he'll be closer to home by the time his battery is low. But you did a good job. You researched like a ton. The order that I researched them in, I went for the breakthroughs first. When I had a couple breakthroughs that I liked, like these two, I went ahead and did the little point flasks anomalies. And then I just went around and picked up whatever was left.
Anomaly analyzed.
Yay, good job. Good job. Now, let's... You missed all the exciting stuff. Now let's go just bring you back to park. Whoops. I have not figured out a way to use these controllers. There you go. New text. What do we have? Wow.
Environs of a red planet that meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
Now here's the thing. In all my other games, I've always rushed to... well, not rushed, but I've always took care to increase the comfort. But I'm not sure that we're going to do that right now until we have another dome set up for these people. We only have 6 slots left. How many babies have we had now? Where is that information at? We've had 6 children born, but really, they've all been born within the last little bit. So I'm concerned that that's going to outpace us, and we're going to be all homeless and whatnot before we can get these people into another dome. 19 males want children, 16 females. So yeah, there's plenty of opportunity there. Okay, so we're bringing the slacker back. We're low on resources. – This is a pretty, like our colony could easily fall apart at this stage right now. Trying to expand into a bigger dome that we might not be able to maintain. Medium domes take polys to maintain, so we're going to need to start either shipping them in or producing them. The problem with producing them is it takes fuel, and fuel takes water. And water is an issue. Which we should really solve before it becomes a big issue. Now, in the past, I've just built a tunnel to like some water supplies. But I've never had drone hubs before. How bad do you think it would be to maintain a pipeline from here to down there with a drone hub that didn't need to be hooked up to the electric or maintained? It goes to this point right here. We could put another drone hub right here and run water down. That would be a lot cheaper, wouldn't it? What would that look like? Let's pause this out. If we had and our rocket's ready to land. If we had a pipeline from here, that is I've never had something this big before. That sounded really wrong. I don't think I like this. Oh, now I got it. Can you use shift to delete this? No. I don't like this. Tunnels are expensive, though. Tunnels are very expensive. What would that look like? Could we even get one over on this side? Oh. I wish my colony wasn't such a mess. And the pipes would be absolutely ridiculous to run from this. how ridiculous would that look? Absolutely ridiculous. The big cost of doing this is it means preventing getting down here to... I don't think it's a good idea right now. Decisions. We have 3 moisture vaporators. We'll just have to get more, right? That's the only thing to it. Okay, let's get this, we're gonna get the rocket landed. We'll set up the moisture vaporators. Now where did I have that dome? Because I think I'm gonna still end up putting in this basic dome over here. So I could put that right there. Oh, are they building this? Shoot. Shoot. Oh wait, they're gonna intersect the other ones. Let's see, are they off the rocket yet? If we move them, if we put them, install them on this side though, then that means what? That means we have to hook our dome up to there, which I'm not sure that we want to do. I think we're, for the right now, we can run some pipe along this way. I really hate this stuff. I hate trying to figure out how to connect this stuff up. Okay, let's put one there. So ridiculous. So absolutely ridiculous. And this is why my bases always look like a jumbled mess, because that's what they are. If I put that there, are the drones going to be able to get by? Who cares? That's where that's going. And we have plenty of power because those cold waves. I had to build more wind turbines in order to deal with the cold waves, because we don't have any really battery backup. I have to still have this one over here, but until recently I haven't had the polys to fix that. So yeah. This is gonna need power too. So let's get some power. And then I guess where's our transport? Come here, guy. Let's get him down here to load up those polymers, so hopefully we can get this upgraded. More water would not be bad. The sooner we can get our water towers filled back up, the better. Because as you know, like, the disasters are non-stop around here. How is our concrete production doing? As soon as we get our dome built, we need to get down that other side of there to get the evaluation. I wonder how many anomalies that we have. I'm pretty sure that that we need to have, I don't know, like, I want to say a certain number of anomalies researched or analyzed for this map, but how many, I don't remember. Yeah, you guys know exactly what I'm doing here. I'm gonna continue trying to bring in enough water so we're able to maintain enough water through disasters, refill our tanks fast enough to deal with the back-to-back disasters that we get, as well as produce enough fuel to be able to put in another space heater, another fuel refinery, in order to maintain a polymer factory. How are we at on this dome now? Yeah, I've barely been running this along. What is it? And we already have another baby.
Research complete.
Oh, good vibrations. Do you guys want to see what that does? Where is our average? Our average sanity is 80. We have one unemployed person, so we're going to go ahead and open up that work slot for him. Our diner, everything else is, well, our infirmary is not fully staffed. But if you look at this, like, they're not using it all that much. So, yeah, that's fine. Let's see what happens with good vibrations. And then I'll let you guys go, and I'll probably play ahead, just like I've been doing. Did this guy pick these up? Load those.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Now let's just get him back to base. Unload. Is that on this side? Oh, nice. Let's send the slacker out to get that research down here. Good. Do we have enough research queued up? Yeah, we have plenty. If anyone knows if these are any good or not, let me know. We want to research this. Yeah. So we don't have to keep dotting more and more and more water tanks and oxygen tanks around the place. Which will help conserve maintenance costs. We'll also want to get a load of polymers in to upgrade our wind turbines, which will give us almost another, I don't know, an easy another 30 power without costing us any more maintenance. Let's upgrade that. And see what happens to these guys. Where's our transport again? Let's redo the concrete. Concrete. To there. How close are we to getting this constructed? Do we have enough metal? So here's the thing. Our metal is what we use to make our machine parts. So it is pretty darn easy to chew through this metal. And in fact, how many machine parts do we have? 66? That's enough for 2 tunnels. Plus maintenance. Let's take you at... Oh.
Now that the most critical phase of the mission is behind us, we would argue it's a good time to start focusing on our mission evaluation goals.
We have 38 souls to complete your evaluation objective. Analyze 30 anomalies, and we've analyzed 18. So we need to, if we're going to meet that, I don't know, does that matter for anything? Maybe it's just points? We need to get a tunnel down here so we can start doing this research, analyzing those. But what was I doing before we were so rudely interrupted? Who went in here? Geologist, why would you do that? No. No, what? No! Ah, I hate this game. I really do. Now, this is patched. And they said in the patch notes that people would work their specializations. But where are these people going? Did we get elders? And they're trying to fill this... Oh, we got elders and they're trying to fill the spots. Bet. Oh no! Age group. Senior. Oh. Geologist, 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 geologist. Did people die? Where did all these people go? And now and a botanist moved over to the diner. Why would you do that? Why? See, this is what's wrong with this game. It's not... Like, on the macro level, when you're playing from this distance, I mean, it's not going to matter. Your, like, colony is still going to run, and it'll be just fine if you stop caring about this. But it's really unsatisfying when this happens. And what's really disappointing about it is... Oh my god. Why are you doing this? What's really disappointing about it is this is patched and it's supposed to be working the way it was intended to, and it's not. This is incredibly frustrating. What do we have going on here? Unemployed. We have 3 unemployed people. Two can go in here. 1 can fill that diner spot. This is incredibly frustrating. Why would you do that? I am so angry right now. Get back in the lab. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. How do you find the unemployed people? You. Get to work. Okay, that is full. Where are the other unemployed people? Unemployed. There's 2 unemployed people and we have 2 vacancies. I don't know how to find them though. There you go. Who are you? Middle-aged geologist. So the middle-aged geologist decided to stop working at the metals factory. Middle-aged geologist unemployed. Get back to work. This is so incredibly frustrating. So I think we still have 1 more unemployed. Unemployed. And like, how do I find this person? If I'm missing like an obvious mechanic, let me know. Here you go. Who's the unemployed one? Infirmary. Middle-aged, unemployed, no specialization. Well, you got a job now, buddy. So every time someone leaves the workforce and we have a senior age up, they're going to play havoc with our colony. And we're kind of just like hanging on by a thread here. We're producing enough food, but we're not producing like a surplus of food. And the reason why we're producing enough food is because all of our people in this spots are botanists. Like, we're not producing a tremendous amount of research, but I want to keep it above the 1,000 beakers per soul. And that's not going to happen if everyone moves around. So frustrating. Okay, yeah. I've completely rambled on here and given up trying to make each episode have a theme or anything. Like, people started out interested in the series, and I managed to kill all that enthusiasm and with my playstyle. So we'll see what happens. Really, I wasn't ever going to commit to a full playthrough of this, but I do want to play ahead and record episodes to get us kind of like into a stable position where when I leave the colony,
Research complete.
And this
Anomaly analyzed.
and end the series, it's like pretty evident that everything is going to be fine. So right now we're going to deal with our housing crisis that is quickly going to be upon us. We're building a second dome. We're kind of stretching ourselves and might be making a big mistake trying to build a medium dome right now. But we will see. As soon as we have that up and running, we'll want to shift focus and plan on getting a tunnel down here. Not just for the evaluation purposes. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get everything done or not. But we want to do that for just because there's breakthroughs down here. With the breakthroughs, we get more applicants in our pool, which is something that we're going to need, considering we don't have any sort of education up and running yet. So we'll be shipping in more colonists to replace our elders. And we'll need more engineers to become self-sufficient as much as you can with electronics and polymers. I think I'm going to play ahead like I did this time. You guys, you can kind of, I'm trying to share my thought process behind this, but these episodes are just gonna kind of touch on what I've been doing and get you to the end. Okay, thank you for those who are watching and still enjoying the series and leaving likes. I really appreciate it, so thank you so much for that, and I hope you'll come back for the next one. Bye bye.